Yo, Philly 254 living life. Back at it. So you know I've already done a little review on a portable keyboard for your Steam Deck or whatnot. But I decided to take a look and see what else is out there. What other options do we have out there? And upon those, I stumbled upon a couple of things. We're going to do reviews for those things. One of those being, let me take a look at the box. The Dual Mode Multimedia Keyboard Touchpad Combo. Put that up a little bit so you can kind of see. Come on, focus. So, what does this guy do? We're about to find out, but real quick, real fast. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Like and subscribe. Do your due diligence. Hit that notification bell. More videos coming. They are always coming. Now let's get into the video. So the Dual Mode Multimedia Keyboard Touchpad Combo. And this thing, and let me throw it out here. It's not just for the Steam Deck or something. It definitely, you can use it with your PC, your phone, your tablets, even your actual TV or whatnot, your smart TV. It even advertises that it can work with a smart TV. So FYI, it has a number of ways of connecting. You can connect straight via Bluetooth. We'll get into that in a minute. As far as the Steam Deck is concerned, you can connect via using the included USB. Now, it doesn't use USB-C, real quick, just FYI. It's the old school micro USB, so just FYI. But you can use that as well to connect directly to the Steam Deck. And it comes with a little bit dongle, and we're about to get into that literally right now. So, that as far as connecting directly to the Steam Deck, via the cable, that is the included cable, the USB-C, not USB-C, the USB 2 micro, it works. No big deal. Works perfectly fine. It connects, but it kind of defeats the whole purpose of being portable. But if the battery on this bad boy is run down on you, you can at least do it that way. Our other option would be the included dongle, which we'll get into that, and I'll show you where it's at and whatnot. Which it works no problem flawlessly. Once you connect it, Steam Deck immediately recognizes it. Unfortunately, the direct Bluetooth method is not a go. That is not a go. I've tried it multiple times. I've tried different things. I've forgotten, re-enabled and whatnot. Steam Deck is fully up to date. Steam Deck does not recognize the device. Now, it will see it in your actual devices as the Bluetooth keyboard. It will definitely see it there when you turn on the Bluetooth and everything else, but the minute you try to connect, as soon as it connects, it's like it's never even there. It'll even show as a connected device, but it doesn't even work. It never recognizes it. Keyboard doesn't work. Trackpad, none of that. By the way, it does have a trackpad, so that's kind of a bummer. So, but as far as the dongle and everything else, it definitely works, so we can work with that. So, what I will mention is, as you can tell, these little keys, they're not really meant for this, as you would a keyboard. It's more like a little pad. So think of texting. Works like a charm. If you're a whiz texter, you're gonna kill it. In this day and age, just about everybody's a whiz texter. All right, you're gonna kill it. So just kind of FYI. But it does have all the buttons that a keyboard would have. The shift, the control button, even has an FN key, the function key, has a window key, all that fun stuff. So it does have the actual buttons that a keyboard would have. So don't feel like you're being cheaped out on anything. Has a little trackpad, and has a little clickable scroll bar, and has multiple shortcuts. So you're not missing out on too much as far as actual keyboard. Just know it's not really meant to be typed on like you would a keyboard. The keys are soft, kind of like a soft rubber feel to it. So let's turn it on. Well, before I turn it on, I'll show you real quick. On the back, look here, lift that up. You do have a replaceable battery, so if your battery ever goes bad, I need to check with the vendor or whatnot and see if they sell the replaceable batteries. But it looks like the battery is definitely replaceable. So if the battery ever goes bad for whatever reason, you can always get it replaced. Most likely, I would think, again, I got to check with the vendor. I might throw a little something on the screen once I make that verification. But it looks like you can replace the battery and call it a day. But what's really under the hood here is that dongle I was talking about. And it's the larger USB, so if you know what I'm talking about, it's not going to plug directly into the Steam Deck. You're going to have to use, either it's going to plug directly into the Steam Deck, you're going to have to use an adapter, or if you're using a dock, you're gonna have to use, it'll plug directly to the dock, no problems. So let me grab an adapter real quick. When I say an adapter, something like this. This is a big one. It's a big boy. It came with one of my Samsung phones, but plug that in there like so, and then throw that into your Steam Deck like so, and you would be in there like swimwear. So let's turn this bad boy on. Buttons right here. Now I will say this: I had to look at the instructions. I'm always real big on, man, F them instructions. But this time I had to look into the instructions when I was trying to use the actual Bluetooth mode. No, the Bluetooth may not work on the Steam Deck. It's already trying to connect. I think it's already connected to the Steam Deck. Well, hold on. Screen kind of lightened up. Did you see something? Well, I'll be damned. It's actually working. Yesterday it wouldn't work, so never mind. Looks like the Bluetooth mode does work. Let me type on something. Let's make sure. Let's make that verification. Well, looks like we're working. So I power cycle the Steam Deck one last time. So it looks like Bluetooth mode definitely works. That's on me. I tried multiple times yesterday and it just would not connect, or would not work. But it looks like it's finally working. So we in there like swimwear. We're learning something together. So I will say this: to make that turn on that Bluetooth mode, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, so I would definitely look it up. But I believe it's the FN key and a tab key. Yep, that's what I'm looking at, the BT. So hold that FN key, hold that tab. You'll see that little light right there blink like crazy, and that's Bluetooth mode. You'll find it in your devices. So it definitely works with Bluetooth mode apparently. So I'll take everything I said back. Bluetooth mode works. It actually changed my rating because I was ready to give it one number down because of the Bluetooth mode. I couldn't get it to work yesterday. I may give it a half a number down because it gave me so much trouble just for that. Just gotta keep it real. So as far as actual control or whatnot, let's flip this down so you guys can see a little better. So we're connected. So it definitely has, as you said, a trackpad. So you can see my mouse moving. I'll move it over a little bit. See the mouse moving? Looks pretty nice. Looks pretty sweet on all that. Definitely has right here scroll bar, as you can see, clickable scroll bar. So FYI, let me see how the volume works on this bad boy. So has the volume controls, go up, go down. Has mute. I don't know how well that mute works, but definitely has mute. So some of the keys aren't going to work, obviously, because they're also meant for PCs. Like the home button ain't going to take you anywhere or anything like that. But at the very least, the needed buttons work. And a lot of times, if you got a keyboard connected to your Steam Deck, you really need it just to, some games require you to set up an account with them real quick before you can go any further, or you want to type in the name of your character. This bad boy will definitely get you there. You're not really here to play the game with it. You just need to type in something real quick because you don't feel like using the on-screen keyboard, because that thing kind of sucks. So that's definitely the plus to it. And let me put it on this guy right here. This is the little dongle, but throw that in there. It may not switch over to the dongle. I don't know. It didn't. So I would know if it switched over to the dongle, because this would have turned green. The light over here in the middle would have turned green. But the dongle yesterday was definitely working. But now it's in Bluetooth mode, so it just kind of ignored the dongle, which makes sense. But if ever you have trouble with the Bluetooth or anything like that, there's always wired, there's always a dongle, and it keeps the dongle right here in the device, so you never lose it. So that's always a plus. Let me just get this out of there. That's always a plus. I would say, I forgot about these, the LNR. I feel like that, from this me as a controller only gamer, only LNRs I think about is the bumper pads on an actual keyboard, on the actual controller. So I'm not sure why we have it or why we need it for the Steam Deck. But if you find reasons for it, you can always switch up, the controllers or whatnot on the Steam Deck. So that could be a thing. Maybe use it as some type of controller. I don't know how well it works for you, but if it works for you, you the man. I will show this. So let's get this bad boy. Now the Steam Deck actual carrying case is not really going to work too well with this bad boy. But what will work is the J-Socks. And when I say work so well, the J-Socks has extra room for other devices and other things you want to keep with your Steam Deck. Bam. In there like swimwear. Throw that in there. Close it. And if I want, zip it up. And I'm out of there, right? So this is definitely portable. And that's a win for me. And that's the whole purpose of having a keyboard to go with your Steam Deck, because is it portable? How portable is it? So you can keep it all in one go. You know, throw your controller in there too. Not the controller, sorry. Throw your actual charger in there too. You're in there like swimwear, right? That's why you can't hate it. You can't hate it. It is a great companion to your Steam Deck. It actually went up, and I actually went up a bit on the points because it unexpectedly, the Bluetooth finally kicked in and started working. But it didn't go up much because I had so much trouble with the Bluetooth, and I feel like it shouldn't be that much trouble to get the Bluetooth to actually, or the Steam Deck to actually recognize it. So I don't know what happened, what was going on with it yesterday. So we will give it a rating. We're going to go 1 out of 5. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. I switch it up every time. I can never remember. I need to write it down. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. And out of that rating, I'm going to give it a 3.5. I was just going to give it a 3, just because one of the functions didn't really work well with the Steam Deck. But I'm giving it 3.5. I'm going to raise it up just because it was so much trouble. So I'm not 100% sure if, in 2 weeks, will the Bluetooth connect in 2 weeks and work properly, right? So we're going to have to give it, and it shouldn't have to be that much trouble even for it to work in the first place. 3.5, get you one, because it's definitely worse. Because even if the Bluetooth is being weird, like I said, has a dongle included. Like I said, you can use the wired, and it is perfect for what you need it for. Like I said, if you needed to just put in information for a game, name your character, set up that quick account right now real quick, do it. And that way you ain't got to get a whole keyboard just for that, just so you can put the keyboard up. You got this bad boy. Definitely worth it. Everything works fine as far as the keys. Once everything is connected, everything works fine. It feels nice and cozy. Everything works great. So I would give it a nice 3.5. Just that half got knocked off from that functionality snafu we had with the Bluetooth. If it stays up, I would definitely give it at least a 4. If you like. Oh, and I will say this real quick. In the description and pinned comment, I will link how to go in and purchase it from Amazon. If you like more reviews, Steam Deck news, information, gaming, and whatnot, this is where you go. Like and subscribe. Cruise through the playlist. And we out.